If you race FPV quads, you need something to race them through and around. The problem is finding gates and flags that can withstand the impact of an errant quad racer and won't tear the racer up either. One of the guys we fly with found these gates and flags at getfpv.com, and now we actually got things we can see when we're trying to fly through them and around them. And for us, better visuals always helps because we laugh at the wind. Notice the flag and the phantom trying to hold still in the wind. These are all the parts for the Luminaire 4.5 by 5 foot gates. These fiberglass rods are what make the arch part of the gate. The black pieces are the base of the arch that the fiberglass rod fits to. The chrome pieces are the stakes that we drive in the ground to hold the gate. The poles mount on this post that rides on bearings within this holder. And here you can see how heavy duty everything is here. If you bend this up, you're doing something really wrong. They added this separate pin for driving the stake into the ground so we don't mess up the bearings or the posts that the rods go onto. Now we just slip the banner over the fiberglass rods and hook the rods together, and then we put them in the holders. The assembly and setting up of the gates really is quick and easy. This is the second or third time that we've set these gates up, and it goes quick. The instructions say to separate the stakes by about 4.5 feet. We found out that you can fudge on that a little bit, but you don't want to change it much. Now you just slide the fabric banner portion down so it's about the same on both sides, and we tie it off. They really do have this figured out to where it's easy to do, but everything's real secure. Our pilots have managed to thump these gates at full-on racing speeds and hasn't knocked anything loose yet. The Get FPV banner is 13 feet tall, and it comes in this carry case with the sectional aluminum poles. The stake is very much like the ones that come with the gates, but it's a little bit different. They're not interchangeable. And this stake is driven into the ground using that separate pin for hammering. And this really is the toughest part of setting up the flag. Then we assemble the pole sections and run them into the flag. I did speed this section up just a little bit, but this really is all there is to put this flag together. And when it's windy like this, you get to find out how much force is actually put on that stake. This sliding piece on the bottom portion of the pole is how you put tension on the flag. We just put the loop from the flag over it and then slide it down to where the flag is tensioned the way we want it to, and then tighten the thumb screw. One of the things I like about these gates and flags is the common sense engineering. They're made very well, but they're easy to use. Then you put the pole on the stake, and you're done. This flag stood out there all day in this wind and never bothered it a bit. Here we show that the gates are easy to go through at speed, but they're also nice to your quad when you don't go through them. We've had quite a few hits like this, and some way faster, but yet no damage. Flying in wind like this is easier with these gates because you can see them farther out and get lined up on them earlier. Most racing rules will say that you have to go around a flag like this at something less than its full height. And usually that means you can carry a bunch of speed around this. We put a Mobius camera on one of the quads so you can see these gates and flags from that perspective. I know a lot of people are using much larger gates than we do, but these are fun for our size field. And you really do have to be paying attention to fit a quad through here at speed. And as easy as these gates and flags are to set up, we can move the arrangement anytime we want. So if you're flying FPV quads and want to race them, you need to take a look at these gates and flags at getfpv.com. And no, I'm not getting paid from them. They just seem to have the product on hand and they got good prices. And I just appreciate that in a retailer.